Today we are going to make beetroot and pear bruschetta. Let's get started. To get started, you'll need 2 mini baguettes, a bunch of beetroot, pears halved and cored, balsamic vinegar, lemon juice, washed rocket, cannellini beans, strained and rinsed, parmesan cheese, olive oils and garlic cloves halved. Alright, let's do it. Beans, to 180 degrees, get out a pot ready to boil some water, pop on the kettle. Started, and dice your beetroots. Get your beetroots ready. Now what we're going to do is pop them in the water hole. I'm going to put a split down the middle of each one just so that they don't burst, because what we're going to do is we're going to boil them in hot water for 15 minutes, and then once they're done we're going to grate them for the bruschetta topping. So just chop off the little tails there. Don't need those. To halve and core these pears. Because once the beetroot's cooked, what we're going to do is pop these in the grater with the beetroot and grate them together as the mix. Boiling water into the pot. Turn it up really high. It's important not to peel them because we are going to boil them for 15 minutes and then we're going to peel them so the skins come off much easier. So I just set the timer to 15 minutes. For that to happen, we're going to toss the rocket, the cannellini beans and the lemon juice in a separate bowl. So this is going to be the topping. I'll just get out a wooden spoon. And just toss it all. There we go, just let those flavours mix there. Add the rest of the rocket. So now that you've done all that and your oven's on, we'll pop in the bruschetta and we'll bake it for 6 to 8 minutes. And these are the ones that I've got from hellofresh.com.au into the oven. An extra timer for 8 minutes for these ones to grate the cheese and get the parmesan out to put in with our salad mix over here with our lemon juice, rocket and cannellini beans. Now if you're a vegetarian this is fine, however if you are a vegan, the ingredients in the parmesan cheese that we have here are milk, salt, rennet and the preservative lysozyme is being used, which is a protein from eggs. So if you're vegan, probably not a good idea, and you don't need to add the cheese anyway, but for the purposes of this video, I'll just quickly grate this cheese. Grating the cheese here, but I just wanted to say hello to everyone and let you know all the ingredients today are provided from hellofresh.com.au. So I began to become a vegetarian about 8 months ago now, so about July 2013, and it progressed from there and I'm now trying to be a vegan. But as you would know, if you have made the switch to this, you know, it can become very difficult to look at recipes, and the first thing that seems to happen is everyone gives you a vegetarian recipe book, not realising that you don't actually want to eat animal product either. So it becomes quite difficult. So I'm trying HelloFresh. So I'm a vegetarian at the moment, but I'm part-time vegan. So if you are a vegan, don't put the cheese into this bowl, but for today and just for the purposes of this recipe, I'm going to pop in the cheese. Just the rest of the cheese. And I like, because it's for me, I like these days, and you know, sometimes you just don't have time to cook, so the great thing about HelloFresh is all the ingredients come exactly what you need. So if they give you 3 lemons, you might only use half on Monday and you might use the other half on a Thursday, so there's no waste left there, which is a great thing. A little bit of cleaning up while I'm here, but the reason we tried HelloFresh is because we are quite time poor, just doing, you know, week to week things, and it's also nice and convenient for us. I like to clean as I go. I like to have a mess at the end, so it's always a good idea, because once you eat, really you just want to sit down and relax, right? You don't want to get up and do lots of dishes. So the more dishes you can get done while you're waiting for the baguettes and the beetroot to cook, the better. That's ready. So we're going to get that out of the oven now. It's been in there for 6.5 minutes. turn the oven off. And let's have a look at our beetroot. Almost done. Almost done. A few more minutes to everything. I'm just going to give salad mix a bit of a quick try. See if I can taste the lemon juice, see if all the flavours have mixed nicely. Let's see. Just tastes like cannellini beans and rocket lemon juice and cheese. Cheese is quite overpowering. So the beetroot's done. Turn that one off. We'll take the beetroot over to the sink, strain it, and what we're going to do is allow the beetroot to cool. It's a nice, beautiful red colour there, isn't it? Get some in the oven. Transfer them to the chopping board. And then what I'm going to do is slice them diagonally to make them into little bruschettas. So you can choose the size that you like here. I'm not very good at cutting bread. In fact, I've been gluten-free for the past 3 years and only now reintroduced gluten into my diet. So bread's not something I'm accustomed to cutting. So if you're trying to do it neatly for family and friends, by all means take your time. However, this is just a quick lunch for me today, so I'm not overly concerned. Alright, so now what you do is just arrange all your bread. Now it does say to brush all of the bruschetta with olive oil, and then place it in a pan with some more olive oil and cook it all until it's nice and crispy. Let's do that. Because I don't actually have a brush, what I'm going to do is just douse this in olive oil, I guess. Lucky it's the extra virgin, healthy version. Now the pan's nice and hot. I'm just going to spray it with some more olive oil. Now I'm a bit reluctant to do this just because I feel like you're over preparing the bread. You cook it, then you cut it, you put some olive oil on it, then you put it in a pan, spray some more olive oil on it, and then put the bread in that already has the olive oil on it. So I do feel like, I'm probably over preparing this bread, whereas I do prefer clean, fresh food. So that's, as little has been done to it as possible from its original state. But for the purposes of the recipe I'm following, I'll do it properly and for all you viewers at home. I'll just pop that in there. Now, of course, I'll take this to the sink and wash it while I wait for that. I'm going to let this cook for 3 to 4 minutes on each side or until golden brown. And it's important to note as well that I've put the garlic cloves in there as well. So once what we're going to do is grate our beetroots. Now the recipe does recommend that you peel the beetroots first. However, I like to have the skins on them. I feel like it's it's a bit more roughage for your digestive system. I'm just going to get straight into grating the beetroots. Have a look at that nice texture, that beautiful redness. Make sure your beetroots are nice and fresh. You'll get more nutrients from them. You could perhaps even use, if you wanted to, raw beetroot for this recipe. And I've just run into a problem. Make sure your beetroots are nice and cold. If you can see the steam there. Now, if you're like me and you like to do things the easy way and you don't want to burn yourself with steaming beetroot, you want to watch the TV infomercial at some stage during the past year and you would have bought the Ninja. Now my parents bought this one for me and it's fantastic. So what I'm going to do now is pop the beetroot and the pears into the Ninja and grind them up, which prides itself for being quick and easy to use. So all I've done is put the blades in, chop the beetroots up so they fit. A few seconds done, and all we do is push this down. There we go. Now you just want to do it gently, because this will grind it up into a paste if you do it too much. Let's take it out and see what it looks like. Great. Now wasn't that so much easier than grating? Wow. And that one just slip down the side there. Great. Come over here, pop the lid on just like we did before. Hopefully it wants to seal this time. Get the Ninja on top. There we go, and ready, set, go. That's not the way to do it. It's not sealed properly. You can imagine this actually has quite a nice, pleasant, fragrant smell about it. And the ratio of beetroots to pears, obviously, 3 to 2 at the moment, but it still smells quite nice. Now we've popped all these in a bowl together, we're just going to mix it through and then we're going to pop it on the bruschetta that you're having. Lay it out onto a bowl. Now you want to top the bruschetta with a layer of the beetroot and pear mixture. This is looking quite delicious, isn't it? I'll just bring it closer to the camera for you so you can get a good look. Now, it's up to you how much bread you'd like to eat. Of course, if you are watching your weight, I wouldn't recommend that you consume too many carbohydrates. Now, once that's done, this is all I'm having for today. Get my salad mixture, which is over here. And then I'm just going to place some on top of each of the bruschettas. Now, I'm eating this myself, so I'm not too worried about how it particularly looks. I just want to eat it right now because I'm quite hungry. And that's it. There you have it. Beetroot and pear bruschetta, the final product. Now, I get to clean up all this mess. Okay. And now for the final taste test. Let's see. And here's the energy, protein, fat, and carbohydrates and sugar content. Ingredients you'll need for 2 people, 4 people, or 6 people. Thanks for watching my video today. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button at the bottom and share it with your friends. It's a nice and easy meal that you can make at home with your friends for either 1 or 2 people. Totally up to you. But thanks for watching today, guys. If you have any recipes you'd like me to make, just let me know, send it through, and I'll make them for you. Thank you.